Now let's proceed sa solving equations involving radicals. Nung first quarter natin, nalaman natin na ang kabaliktaran ng square ay square root sa topic na extracting the roots. So kung ang kabaliktaran ng square ay square root, syempre obviously ang kabaliktaran ng cube ay cube root. So mag-recap muna tayo. For example, we have x squared is equal to 4. Now, para masolve yung x, aalamin natin yung kabaliktaran ng square which is square root. Now, makakancel si square at square root or yung radical sign, symbol. So, ang square root ng 4, alam naman natin, it's 2. Nung first quarter, it's positive and negative 2. But this is acceptable for now, for the sake of our topic. Next, we have square root or x squared is equal to 11. So, square root both sides. The answer is as is, square root of 11. Now, kapag x cubed naman is equal to 27, ang kabaliktaran ng cube ay cube root. So we have cube root both sides. So makakancel ang exponent na 3 at yung cube root. Now, ang cube root ng 27 ay 3. So you get the opposite of the exponent is the index of a radical expression. So that's what we call principles of power. Now, sa principles of power, the opposite of square root is square, and the opposite of cube root is cube, exponent of 3, and so on. Siyempre class, kung ang kabaliktaran ng square ay square root, obviously, totoo rin siya vice versa. The opposite of square root is square. For example, we have square root of x is equal to 3. Para masolve natin yung x, kailangan natin tanggalin si square root sa pamamagitan ng pag-alam ng opposite niya. Again, ang opposite ng square root ay square. So, square both sides. So, sa kaliwang side ng equation, makakancel si square root at yung square. Sa kanan naman, we have 3 squared, which is 3 times 3. Thus, x is equal to 9. Next, cube root of x is equal to 5. The opposite of cube root is cube. So, i-cube natin both sides. Makakancel si cube root at cube sa left side. Then sa right side naman, meron tayong 5 cube. Now, 5 cube is 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Thus, x is equal to 125. Now, steps in solving equations involving radicals. Para mas mapadali, kailangan natin ng method. This is what we've devised. So this is what we called IC method. So what's the meaning of IC method? First is isolate the radical expression on one side of the equation. Isolate means you need to make it alone. So kailangan mag-isa lang si radical or radicals. Number 2, simplify using principles of power. Now, kagaya na napag-aralan natin kanina, kung square root yung radical, simplify natin siya by squaring both sides. Kapag cube root naman, cubing both sides. Step 3 is very much simplification as well, pero ini-eliminate natin yung mga numbers beside the variable properly. So we can transpose or divide both sides. Step 4 is to evaluate the equation. Para mas matutunan natin kung paano to gawin, let's have an example. Now, for example, we have square root of x plus 2 equals 3. Now again, IC method. First is to isolate. Ngayon, naka-isolate na ba o mag-isa na ba yung radical sa left side? Ang sagot ay oo. So tapos na tayo sa step 1. Step 2, simplify using principles of power. Since square root ang given natin, we need to square both sides. So naglagay po tayo ng square sa left side. Naglagay din tayo ng square or exponent na 2 sa right side. Now sa left side, may makakancel. Siyempre, yung square root at yung square. So ang matitira na lang ay x plus 2. Sa right side naman, we have 3 square which is equal to 9. Therefore, yung equation ay magiging x plus 2 equals 9. Next, sa IC method is E, eliminate. Since we are solving for x, we need to eliminate plus 2. Siyempre, gagamit tayo ng transposition. So, ililipat natin si 2 sa kabilang side, magiging negative 2. Now, 9 minus 2 is 7. Thus, ang sagot po natin ay 7. Next example, we have square root of 10b plus 1 equals 9. Now, first step, isolate. Ngayon, nakita natin na mag-isa na lang yung radical. Mag-isa lang siya sa left side. So, naka-isolate na. Tapos na tayo sa step 1. Step 2, simplify. Since square root ang given, kailangan natin i-square both sides. So, sa left side, may makakancel yung square root at yung square. So, ang matitira na lang sa left side ay itong 10b plus 1. Sa kanan naman, we have 9 square, 9 times 9, which is 81. So, yung equation ay magiging 10b plus 1 equals 81. Next sa IC method is to eliminate. Meron tayong dalawang i-eliminate. Yung plus 1, saka yung times 10. So, una, yung plus 1 muna ang tanggalin natin. So, yung plus 1, transpose, magiging negative 1. So, sa kanan, 81 minus 1 is 80. So, bring down 10b. Ngayon, para matanggal naman yung 10, we all know na magde-divide tayo both sides by kung sino yung katabi ng variable. Divide both sides by 10. Now, makakancel po si 10 at sa numerator at 10 sa denominator sa left side. Now, b is equal to 80 divided by 10. Therefore, ang sagot ay b equals 8. For our next example, we have square root of 3x plus 2 equals square root of x plus 10. So may radical sa left side at may radical sa right side. Now again, IC method, first is to isolate. Ngayon, madali lang yung first step ng given na to kasi naka-isolate naman yung left side at yung right side. So mag-isa sila sa kani-kaniyang respective side. So diretso tayo sa second step, which is to simplify. Ang given natin ay square root, so we are going to square both sides of the equation. So, sa parehong side ng equation, sa left side at sa right side, may makakancel. Yung square root at square. Ayan. So, ang matitira sa left side ay 3x plus 2 at ang matitira sa right side ay yung x plus 10. Now, how do we solve this one? Ganito lang yung technique dyan. Lahat ng may variable sa left side, lahat ng constant or walang variable sa right side. So, itong 2 ililipat natin sa kanan at itong x ililipat natin sa kaliwa. Again, lahat ng may variable sa left side, lahat ng constant or walang variable sa right side. So, kung magta-transpose tayo, syempre magbabago ng sign. So, we have 3x minus x galing sa x na nalipat sa kaliwa, so negative x na siya. Ngayon, equals 10, ito po yun. Minus 2, it's because yung 2 tinranspose sa kanan. Again, ulit, lahat ng mga may variable sa kaliwa, lahat ng mga constant or walang variable sa kanan, para mas madali. Now, solving left side, we have 3x minus x equals 2x. Now, sa kanan naman, kaya naging 8 dahil sa 10 minus 2 equals 8. Now, we all know, para makuha yung x, magde-divide tayo both sides by 2. So, makakancel si 2 and 2 sa left side. Therefore, x is equal to 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Next example tayo. Now, square root of 5z plus 8 is equal to square root of 3z plus 14. Kagaya nung una example natin, parehong may radical sa left side at right side. Now, first step sa IC method, letter I, isolate. Pareho na silang naka-isolate sa kanilang side. So, mag-isa lang yung radical dito, mag-isa lang din yung radical sa right side. So, step 2 sa IC method, letter S, simplify using principles of power. Principles of power. So, medyo nabulol ako doon. Ayan. So, since square root ang given natin, again, square both sides. Tapos, makakancel ulit yung square root at square maging sa right side ng equation. So, ang matitira na lang sa left side ay 5z plus 8 at sa right side naman ay 3z plus 14. Again, kagaya ng tinuro ko kanina, lahat ng may variable sa left side, lahat ng walang variable sa right side. So, yung 8 ililipat sa kanan, yung 3z ililipat sa kaliwa, kaya ang equation ay magiging 5z. Then yung 3z na nilipat, magiging negative 3z equals 14. Ito po yun. Minus 8 dahil yung 8 ay nilipat sa kanan. Therefore, yung positive 8 ay magiging negative 8. Now, solving left side, we have 5z minus 3z which is equal to 2z. Then, kaya siya naging 6 dahil sa 14 minus 8 equals 6. Now, we all know the next step. Divide both sides by 2. So, thus, ang sagot po natin, since makakancel yung 2 sa left side, so z is equal to 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So, z is equal to 3. For our next example, we have 4 square root of m minus 3 equals 9. Now, again, IC method. First step is to isolate. Ngayon class, tanong, mag-isa na lang ba yung radicals sa left side? Yung radical? Ang sagot ay hindi. So, kailangan natin tanggalin si negative 3 and si times 4. So, tanggalin muna natin itong negative 3 by transposing it. So, yung negative 3 ay magiging positive 3. Now, add yung sa right side. 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. Now, again, hindi pa siya isolated, yung radical, kasi may kasama pa siyang 4. So, we are going to divide both sides by 4. So, makakancel yung nasa left side. Ang matitira na lang ay square root of m equals 12 divided by 4 is 3. Again, square root of m, bring down. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Ngayon, class, isolated na ba yung radical? Mag-isa na lang ba yung square root of m? Ang sagot ay oo. Next is to simplify using principles of power. Okay, since square root ang given natin, i-square natin both sides. So, sa left side, may makakancel na square root at square. Sa right side naman, meron tayong 3 square. And 3 square is 3 times 3, which is 9. Therefore, ang sagot natin ay m equals 9. Next, we have 5 square root of c minus 8 equals 12. So, kagaya lang din ng unang example, pareho lang na method po yan. Since hindi pa isolated yung radical, kailangan mag-isa lang yung square root of c. So, ililipat muna natin si negative 8. Magiging positive 8. Now, sa right side, 12 plus 8 is 20. Ngayon, again, isolated na ba yung square root of c? Hindi pa. May kasama pa siyang 5. So, we need to divide both sides by 5. Na makakancel yung 5 at 5 sa left side. So, ang matitira na lang ay square root of c. So, therefore, yung square root of c is equal to 4. Bakit 4? Dahil sa 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So, again, square root of c is equal to 4. Now, ang tanong, isolated na ba yung radical? Mag-isa na lang ba yung square root of c? Ang sagot ay oo, mag-isa na lang siya. Next step sa IC method is to simplify using principles of power. So since square root ang given natin, we need to square both sides. So sa left side may makakancel na square root at square. Sa right side naman we have 4 squared. 4 squared is 4 times 4. Thus, ang sagot po natin ay C is equal to 16. For our next example, we have 4 square root of x plus 6 is equal to 30. Now, kagaya ng mga previous example, hindi pa isolated yung square root of x. Kaya kailangan natin tanggalin si plus 6 and times 4. So, una, ilipat muna natin si plus 6, magiging negative 6. Then sa right side, 30 minus 6 is 24. Now again, hindi pa isolated si square root of x dahil may kasama pa siyang 4. That's why we need to divide both sides by 4. So, cancel 4 and 4 sa numerator and denominator. So therefore, square root of x is equal to 24 divided by 4, which is equal to 6. Again, 24 divided by 4 is 6. Now, on this time, isolated na or mag-isa na lang si square root of x. So proceed tayo sa step 2, which is to simplify. Now to simplify, since square root ang given, we need to square both sides. So sa left side ng equation, may makakancel yung square root at yung square. Pero sa right side, we have 6 square. 6 times 6 is 36. Therefore, ang sagot po natin ay x equals 36. For our next example, we have 3 square root of 4x plus 2 equals 3 square root of 2x plus 24. Now again, first step is to isolate the radical. So, kung napapansin nyo sa left side at right side, hindi pa mag-isa yung bawat radicals. Again, hindi pa mag-isa yung bawat radical. So, may kasama pa silang 3. Kaya, we divide both sides by 3. So, sa left side at right side, parehong makakancel yung 3 sa both numerator at denominator. So, ang matitira na lang ay square root of 4x plus 2 equals square root of 2x plus 24. So, parang natanggalan lang ng 3. Diba? Now, next step is to simplify. So, since square root ang given natin, we are going to square both sides of the equation. So, sa left side at sa right side, parehong makakancel ang square root at square. So, ang matitira na lang ay yung mga radicand, which is 4x plus 2 equals 2x plus 24. Now, kagaya ng tinuro ko kanina, to be able to eliminate all the numbers besides the variable x, so para mag-isa na lang yung x, is lahat ng walang letter or constant sa kanan, lahat ng may letter ay sa kaliwa, or lahat ng may variable. So, the equation will be 4x minus 2x. So, yung negative 2x galing sa 2x sa kanan na nalipat sa kaliwa. Equals 24, ito po yun, minus 2. Yung minus 2 ay nanggaling sa plus 2 sa kaliwa na nalipat sa kanan. So, we have 24 minus 2. Now, solving this equation, meron tayong 4x minus 2x equals 2x. Now, yung 22 ay nagmula dun sa 24 minus 2. Now, alam na natin ang gagawin dito. To be able to solve for x, kailangan i-divide both sides by 2. Therefore, makakancel si 2 dito. Thus, x is equal to 22 divided by 2, which is 11. Another example is that 2 square root of 4a plus 36 equals 2 square root of 8a plus 12. Now again, since hindi pa isolated yung parehong radicals sa both left and right side of the equation, kailangan natin tanggalin yung number na nasa tabi nila, which is, on this case, is 2. So we divide both sides by 2, so makakancel yung 2 sa 2 sa both numerator and denominator sa both left and right side of the equation. Kaya, ang matitira na lang ay itong dalawang radicals. So, square root of 4a plus 36 equals square root of 8a plus 12. Ngayon, tapos na tayo sa pag-isolate. Mag-isa na yung mga radicals sa kanyang respective sides. So, mag-isa na lang to at ito. So, we need to simplify using principles of power. Since, again, ang given natin ay parehong square root, we need to square both sides. So, makakancel lang square root at square sa parehong left and right side of the equation. So, ang matitira na lang ay ang mga radicand. 4a plus 36 equals 8a plus 12. Ngayon, para ma-eliminate lahat ng numbers at ma-solve yung a, ma-eliminate yung mga numbers beside a para ma-solve natin yung equation. So again, yung tinuro namin sa inyo kanina, lahat ng constant ay sa right side at lahat ng may variable ay sa left side. So the equation will be 4a minus 8a. Yung negative 8a galing sa positive 8a na nalipat sa kaliwa, then equals 12 minus 36. So yung 12 galing dito, and yung negative 36 galing dito sa 36 sa kaliwa na nalipat sa kanan. So again, positive 36 nung nilipat, naging negative 36. Yung 8a, nung nalipat sa kaliwa, naging negative 8a. So solving this equation, meron kang perang 4 at may utang kang 8. The answer is may utang kang 4. 4a minus 8a equals negative 4a. Then 12 minus 36, may pera kang 12, may utang kang 36. It will become negative 24. So again, negative 4a equals negative 24. Now para masolve yung a, we need to divide both sides by, of course, negative 4. Kasi siya yung katabi ni a. Na makakancel si negative 4 sa left side sa both numerator and denominator. So a is equal to negative 24 divided by negative 4. Thus, the answer is a equals 6. So yun po yung sagot.